can get to the first page. Depression is a prison where you're both the suffering prisoner and the cruel jailer. Depression is a disorder that is sometimes silent. There are many people in the world dealing with it. Hopefully this time will shed some light on this topic and maybe help you reach out or know when someone is in need. This topic is very important to me. Since the age of 13, I was diagnosed with depression and have been fighting this battle. Today I'm going to be talking to you about depression, what it is, who it affects, what causes it, and treatment and prevention of it. To begin to understand and build a new relationship of understanding with depression, you first have to slightly educate yourself on what is depression, how it begins to manifest, and who it may affect. What is depression? Depression, or major depressive disorder, is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. Fortunately, it is also treatable. Depression causes the feelings of sadness and a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease a person's ability to function at work and at home. Symptoms of depression range from feeling sad, empty, hopeless, angry, cranky, or frustrated, to weight loss, weight gain, to thinking about dying or having a suicidal ideation. These symptoms are not all inclusive. Depression has a way of manifesting different for everyone affected. Who gets depression? Depression doesn't have a compass or guide that it follows when picking who it affects. It can happen to anybody at any time, although environmental surroundings or life events may have an impact. It ultimately has to do with the chemical imbalances in the brain. After gaining a little bit of understanding of what depression is, it is helpful to know factors that put people at risk and complications that can develop from these risks. Depression is a disease. It once opens up to many other problems you could acquire. It doesn't care how old you are or what your status in life is. It affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. You may have trouble doing normal day-to-day activities, and sometimes you may feel as if life isn't worth living. Factors that come into play for things like this include personality traits, having a personality that is too dependent or self-critical, low self-esteem, traumatic events, familial history, being a part of the LGBTQ+, or chronic illnesses. Complications that arise from depression are things such as depression in general, excess body weight, obesity, alcohol or drug abuse, anxiety, panic disorders, family relationship difficulty, socially isolating oneself, suicidal ideation, or self-harm. Now, after seeing some of who depression can affect and factors and complications that come with it, there's a bright side that there is treatment and that it helps. Many treatment options are available for depression, but how well treatment works depends on the type of depression and its severity. For most people, psychotherapy and medications give better results together than either one alone. Medications for depression work to help maintain the chemical imbalances in the brain. For most people, it takes between 2 to 4 weeks for the medications to get into their system. Some people, it may take up to 12 weeks with several adjustments in dose ranges. Other treatment options include several ranges of therapy. These therapy categories range from styles of talk therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, brain stimulation therapy, complementary and alternative medicines, and several experimental therapies. This briefly covers ways to seek out help for those suffering, and now I'd like to leave you with these closing reminders. In this short time, we have covered some of the basics about depression. We have touched on what depression is, who it affects, and how it can present, and ways that it can help alleviate its symptoms. Today, in this brief time, me talking with you, I hope that it has shed some new light on the subject of depression. If you or anyone you know is struggling with depression, just know there is always help out there. I leave you with this slide with the crisis help number or the crisis text number. It just takes a single call or a single text to reach out and get help.